Are Disney remakes ruining Disney? Maybe. Hey everybody, this is Troy again from Susan Man Entertainment, your one stop for all things entertainment. And yeah, Disney remakes, are they ruining Disney's image? A little bit, yeah, I would say. I mean, it's not hurting them in the pocketbook. But as an image, I think definitely the Disney remakes just keep getting worse, unfortunately. Alright, so let's go back to all the way back to the beginning. Where did it all begin? Where did Disney begin these live action remakes? 1994, The Jungle Book. No, not the 2016 The Jungle Book, the 1994. Which actually, it's an alright movie if you've never seen it. And then from there, they go into their best, in my opinion, live action remake, 101 Dalmatians, made in 1996. Probably because John Hughes wrote it, but you know, that's debatable. And then from straight there, they had 102 Dalmatians. After 102 Dalmatians, nothing for 10 years until 2010. And then here comes Disney knocking on the door. Hey, Tim Burton, what are you doing? He's sitting there drinking out of a skull cup and putting mascara in his eye and sacrificing a chicken or whatever Tim Burton is doing. Says, yes, come in. Do, 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 do. How would you like to remake Alice in Wonderland? Not the actual book, which is interesting and dark and scary. The Disney version. And he says, how much? And he looks at the check and goes, absolutely, I'll do it. And there we go. That's where it really starts. Alice in Wonderland by Tim Burton. And I don't know, that movie was just not Alice in Wonderland. The lead, she was just straight up miscast. She is not interesting, a little bit boring. And, you know, that's what made Alice in Wonderland so interesting, was that you never knew what it was going to do. It had no, you know, it was just kind of Alice's journey, and it was just kind of crazy and zany, and we go through all these different scenarios. And then the Tim Burton, he just kind of tries to make an actual story, and that's not what Alice in Wonderland is all about. I almost said Alice in Chains for that. That's what Alice in Chains are all about. Yeah, feed my ass, Tim Burton. Where do we go from there? Oh, Alice in Wonderland, it did great. Let's keep them going, baby. Let's get that Disney train money working. Chugga, chugga, chugga. And then we get Maleficent. Actually, that's a great idea. Maleficent, we could do like a prequel or a kind of different take, and they kind of do that. They kind of put a different take on Maleficent. Maybe she's a good guy turned bad guy or something like that. But ultimately, it's kind of a dull movie, in my opinion. It could have done more things, I thought, but it was just ultimately, at best, just an alright movie. Passable. Maybe worth a watch or two. Cinderella, which it's an alright movie. It's got I thought the writing was pretty good in there. The leads were okay. They kind of take a different take on it in a few parts, but ultimately not as good as the original. So most of these are not as good as the original. That's going to be a running theme. Not as good as the original. Here we go. 2016, The Jungle Book. That was actually not bad. It was definitely all right. Almost a must-see, I thought. But I still think 101 Dalmatians was the best out of all the remakes. But 2016 Jungle Book, definitely worth a watch. Absolutely. We get the Alice in the Looking Glass, a movie I paid for to see at the theater. I was like, all right, Let's go, Alice in Chains. See, here we go. Alice in Chains. Let's go see Alice in Chains. Here they come to see the Alice in Wonderland sequel. Yeah! It kind of sucked. I'm sorry. Like, Johnny Depp, he just miscast as the Mad Hatter. He's just kind of off-putting and just weird in not the right ways. You know, kind of creepy uncle. that may have things in his hat that you don't want to see. And the movie did try interesting things, Allison, through the looking glass. But, you know, there's a good idea there, but what we got was just kind of boring movie, in my opinion. It was just kind of boring. Everyone was just going through the motions, trying to count their money. But the most controversial movie, in my opinion, after that, you got Beauty and the Beast, a classic. A movie nominated for Best Picture, songs that are just sing over and over, even till today, and they try to go in it. And I was like, this is a bad idea. Disney, we're going into bad idea. And yeah, I thought it sucked. Some people thought, yeah, it was all right. It was all right. It was all right. I liked some of the new songs. It was all right. No, I was bored. And it was just, it paled in comparison to the high, like, you know, I'm going to put Beauty and the Beast on a pedestal because it was a great movie, a classic movie. And the remake was just a cash grab. I'm sorry, but the singing was subpar in my opinion to the original, and it felt unnecessary. Now, I'm not going to lie, I never saw the Christopher Robin movie that came after it, but I'm going to just take everyone's opinion and just go, if you saw it, that's okay. If you thought it was good, but that's just my opinion. I'm gonna skip. I'm not gonna go out and see it. So we'll just say that it was probably all right at best, but probably it sucks. And then we got Dumbo. It's like, Tim Burton, we're not done with you. Get over here, Tim Burton. We're gonna drain you. Let's remake Dumbo, a movie that no, you don't remake Dumbo. But ultimately, I didn't see this Dumbo movie, but from critics and viewers that've seen it that said it sucked, I'm just gonna take their word for it and save myself an hour and 30 minutes or 2 hours, however long it is, and just skip that. It's Dumbo, don't mess with Dumbo. Disney, how about you remake a bad movie like The Black Cauldron or The Aristocats? Yeah, you heard me, Aristocats fans out there. You were just a shameful 101 Dalmatian knockoff, and yeah, I'm telling you now that. So take that, Aristocats fans. Or something like that. What's that? Yeah, let's remake the Rescuers Down Under. Great idea. Let's bring George C. Scott back from the grave and reprise his role. Perfect idea. Slap a label on it. Next. And then, of course, we have 2019's Aladdin. If you haven't seen my review, I am pretty... Let me give you the short version. I didn't like it. It felt unnecessary. Again, unnecessary, not as good as the original. Aladdin, in that movie, in the animated film, the character Aladdin, you get a lot of emotion. You feel as much like he wants to be with Jasmine, but he can't, he's just a street rat. You get those emotions. The guy that plays Aladdin, he looks the part, but he's not. But he has no emotion through it. He just looks the part, but doesn't act the part. And Jafar is a joke. Jafar, the guy they got for Jafar is a joke. I'm sorry, he might be a nice guy in real life, but Jafar was a joke. Absolutely, I want to smack him out of here. And then here we go. We got Lion King coming up. One of my favorite movies. The reason why I pissed all over the Aladdin remake is because I've seen Aladdin so many times. It's so regarded in my childhood. I loved all the songs. I loved all the fluid animation, the comedy. It just flows along very nicely. A Whole New World. Every time I see that scene, A Whole New World, I tear up, man. Every time, even today. And in the remake, I just felt hollow. That's why I'm scared for The Lion King. I am. I'm actually going to go out and see it because it's one of my favorite Disney animated films, and I got to see. Can they at least make it all right? Can it just be all right? Can it be a movie that I can watch again? Can it be memorable? Can they do something different and kind of stick with it? Can they make it their own? That's what I'm saying. Are they just going to be playing the hits? Let's play those hits again. Well, I just can't wait to put more cash in my pocket because I'm Disney and I want your money. That's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm afraid of. And then from here on out, we got a Mulan, and we got The Sword in the Stone, Pinocchio's getting remade, Maleficent's getting a sequel, Ursula, she's getting a movie. They're just kind of draining this Disney cow titty for everything. And as much as The Lion King scares me, my favorite Disney animated film is being put into a live action remake. It could work on paper, but it won't. Let me tell you why. Lady and the Tramp, last Disney film made by Walt Disney. And it's my favorite. It's a simple tale, but classic. Yeah, they can get rid of the slightly racist Siamese cats out of there, but it will always, I saw that movie so many times. I don't know what it is about that movie, but Lady and Tramp is always in my heart. I've always loved it. It is my favorite of all them. And they're making it a remake, and it just pisses me off. So what good can come out of these live-action remakes other than more money? Let it rain money on top of Disney. We're going to buy the world. Disney, we're going to own the world. No, the only good I can see coming out of these live-action remakes, and I hope, I pray that this happens, is that kids are going to watch it. They're going to think it sucks, and they're going to go watch the original and go, wow, that was so much better, and they finally bring back hand-drawn animated Disney features. Bring back the hand-drawn animation. This was your bread and butter. And then here comes this new guy. Ooh, Pixar, we made CGI. Ooh, CGI, that's the new kid on the block. Oh, CGI for, boom, here's CGI. Boom, here's CGI. Too much computer graphics, and you know what? Leave that to Pixar. I know you did all right with Tangled, and you did all right with Frozen. Yeah, Frozen, that's a great movie. I'm not going to lie. That's a great movie. That's almost... You can even say it's a new classic, Frozen. But please, Disney, bring back the hand-drawn animated Disney films. You know, you complain, yeah, they take longer to make and CGI, but you know what? It feels like CGI. It takes about just as long to make. If you're trying to make it photorealistic, just have them draw it. Please. There's just some magic about those hand-drawn films. And it's been a long time. You know, I didn't even get into the Mary Poppins film. And I saw that. You know what? Best part? The hand-drawn parts. The hand-drawn animation part where they go into a bowl. For some reason, it's not really clear. If anything, these live-action remakes will make people appreciate the hand-drawn films that much more. And we get more of that. If we're going to make these remakes... Ursula and all that, make them hand-drawn. I'll pay money to go see that because I've been waiting. It's like a forgotten art. It's like Disney, we're only going to do CGI from here on out, and that just makes me sad. That makes me sad. So, what do y'all think? Do you all like these hand-drawn films as much as I do? Do you wish that they would come back, or do you love these live-action remakes? Or do you hate these live-action remakes? Let me know in the comments and stick around for more Susan Man Entertainment.